Okay, we're here for part 2 of our Happy Aloha Friday stream. The first half of the stream had some great... We opened up with John Coltrane. The whole album play. Such a mood setter for the rest of the stream. We've had a great start to our... Sorry, I'm so sorry. Happy Aloha Friday. I'm sorry, that was a lunch break burp. Sorry, my bad. Got my blendy smoothie thing happening here. So, needless to say, we are going to get ourselves right back into the dono list. So, we're going to start with Señor Rui. And we are doing a track here for Señor Rui. Nothing But Thieves. I'm Not Made by Design. This is the live extended version. Thanks to SB for helping me pick out a heavier song from this band for me to enjoy. I'm always torn between choosing a studio recording or a live version because the studio recordings are just so crisp and detailed, but the extended bridge in this version is really good. It's too good to pass up. I had the pleasure of hearing this live last year. The energy was insane. Not sure what you call the screeching guitar glitch in the 4-minute mark. But they blasted the audience with an epileptic strobe light, then just an absolute chest-cracking drum and guitar assault to the very end. And then I'll read your private message to myself in just a moment. But let's go ahead and do this. This is from Señor Rui. This is the band Nothing But Thieves, and the song is I'm Not Made by Design. This is the live extended version. And so thanks, Señor Rui. Always counting on you to bring in some of the hot stuff, too, with a little assist from the SB, of course. Okay, let's hear.
I live on oxygen, a bastard monkey boy.
That was a great message, Señor Rui. Thank you. Glad to be a part of it. Love his voice, Jesus. Wow. I like how subtle the background vocals are pulled back. God, I'm really digging this track, guys. I like how the bass gave us a little bit of a lip in. And then right there we got a little bit of that muted stroke. Tip of the hat to Kashmir. Oh, that's a great section. They were like, are we ending it? No, did we end it? Are we going to end it now? We're going to end it right now. Okay, we'll end it now. I love that track. That guy's got an amazing freaking voice. The way he just yelps into that head voice of his. You know, I love the track. I love the section where I gave, there was a couple of, there was that whole middle section where they were just giving us little doses of, you know, stop, start. I really enjoyed that. Because for me, it's kind of fun because, you know, you hear the stop, but when you hear the drummer keeping the hi-hat, you know, on the eighth, you just kind of wonder when they're going to, you know, come back in. So that's always a fun tease. Then right before that, there was just this muted 16ths that just carried really well. For some reason, it just, I don't know why, maybe it was the key it was in. Because, you know, keys are, you know, selective keys, you know, when I'm talking about the key of A, B, C, whatever, minor, blah, 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 blah. You know, something about like the key of D or something like that, or, you know, G or something, you know, when you could just sit there and go, it's just, it hits you in a particular place. And then I love that little tip of the hat, or at least it seemed to be kind of a Kashmir vibe. So that was really cool, Senori. Thank you so much. And I hope you're doing all right. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing well. I'm doing much better, actually, when I read your message as well. That was very kind of you. So thank you. No, thank you for thanking me to thank you. Thank you. Anyhow, I'm always glad to have you here at the Kados hanging out with us. So, okay, next up, DJ has timbre. DJ Tambor wants us to listen to what is this? It's a game OST. I think this is the first one in the whole day of the Happy Aloha Friday Abbacado stream. This is Trails in the Sky, SC OST. The name of the song is Fate of the Fairies. And this is composed by Ryu Takashita. This track plays during the multiple different boss fights throughout the game. All right, let's do this. Once again, this is Trails in the Sky, SC. And the song is Fate of the Fairies. All right, let's go. This is like a real standalone melody and an instrumental. Buenas noches, tonto corazón. I can see this being a really fun boss battle song. God, melody through and through, you know? And it's memorable, too. I wonder if there's a little bit of the leitmotif through this. Almost, right? That third that always had the resolve. I was thinking about you when you were going to pop in with that. Oh, so there's a little leitmotif. All right. Maybe this is it. Da, 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 da. I love the sample synthy guitar crunches going on this side. Right here. Trying to be a muted sound, but it's not. Give us a third. They cheated us, Amon. They didn't give us a third on that. They left us dangling like a really bad dingleberry. Anyhow, I'm just saying. Really fun track. In of itself, the track stands alone as a really melodic instrumental track. That's something that could have been, you know, I mean, it could play over so many different things, like, you know, game shows and all kinds of fun stuff. But on its own, it was a really nice, like a single release, even though it did repeat. There was a repeat, you know, section, twice. I think it kind of turned itself around. But DJ had said that there was a little bit of the leitmotif in there. So I guess for the folks who play this game, there's that recognizable tie into it. And it sounds like maybe this I don't know the game. I'm only looking at the thumbnail and listening to the track. And if this was a boss battle track, maybe it wasn't as gnarly as, like, you know, I don't know, heavier boss battles with like bigger dragons and blood and gore and stuff. Like this was maybe a little bit more, I don't know, maybe not as bloody, if you would, of a boss battle, because it seemed to have any of that darkness, you know, through it. So, but thank you so much, DJ. What were you put it in and you went out and you have it on lurk, and then all of a sudden you heard your song. Did you like jump in? Phew. You know, say, I'm here. Thank you very much, DJ Tambor. I appreciate it. So, okay, next up, we are going to be listening to Pete Stays Moist is the name of our friend here. And the name of the track is, we got Dream Theater coming, people. We have Dream Theater coming. And this is a song called Take Your Fingers From My Hair. And the message is, this is a cover song from the band called Zebra. Dream Theater's version is a bit more spicy. Hope you enjoy. All right. Oh, we got amazing talent in this band. Let's see what they bring to this cover. Here we go. Great guitar recording, the acoustic work. A little bit of a Hotel California vibe.
Take your fingers from my hair. They have
Remove them from down there.
We can't last another second. We are too lost for open doors. Take your memories and your ways.
You know that acoustic guitar recording is beautiful. It's a 12-string, man. That's really hard. Well, for me, not for those guys.
Greener fields, hard to hope for. It's just hard to go on living here without you.
A little bit of a sticks move there. Right? Doesn't anybody else hear it? Kind of a cross between Boston and Styx. Oh my God, especially like right here, right? Oh God, that was great, Jordan. A little bit of a Stairway to Heaven vibe with the way John's playing the 12 string.
Let me tell you how I feel. Loving others isn't real. You are blind, too blind to notice that their love is not the love we share together.
I liked how they tried, I mean, also in doing this cover, kind of paying attention to the guitar tone, staying a little close to the original. Oh my God. Yeah, I think I've reacted to Arion once or twice. But this whole section here is like, I'm sorry, I'm just fully loaded on the Boston vibes. Wow, that old school synthy sound. Both Johns going off. I love the delay on this lead, man. Listen to what the bass player's doing. Man, that bass player, John. Whew. Give me that fade. I mean, you know, when you listen to these guys as musicians, you just can't help but just be going, oh my God. They're so phenomenal. What a great cover, though. But for me, it was really reeking of, well, I say reeking, that sounds like it stinks of, but it was definitely front-loaded with a lot of the Styx Boston era style tones and sounds and performance. You know, especially with the drummer. I don't know who the drummer was on this particular track. If it's, Portnoy. There was a lot of Neil Peart that of course we would recognize. You know, well, you know, there's only so much you can do if you're going to go from high toms to low toms, and you're going because that's such a signature sound of the Rush engine. I'm always in such awe of bass players like John. I don't know how to pronounce his last name here. And how their fingers aren't just bloodied by the end of a concert or something. I'm sure they're, you know, even if you're seasoned, you know, still yet. That pattern he kept for at least 32 bars. It just was so wonderfully executed and stuff. I wasn't even listening to the solo. You know, of course, John, guitar player, is absolutely a legend and phenomenal musician. I'm more into his more melodic expressions with his solos and lead stuff, but you know, I don't know, just lately, when I hear people shred lately, I don't know if I'm in like shred, what's the word I'm looking for? Shred. Deficient, no, shred. I'm looking for a word here. Shred. Oh, God, I was thinking about it this morning. Where you hear so much of it in so many different styles and so many different ways and stuff like that, that it just becomes, to me, something of a filler in between you're figuring out what you want to do melodically, you know? So when he was shredding and doing it at the end, I was like, you got to do that. We're going to go, you know, with it. But great track, great cover, actually. All righty. Let's see. Ba-doop-a-doop-a-doo-doo-doo. No, there's this other word I was looking for. I used it this morning in a conversation. Fatigued. Tread fatigued. The driver. How are you? You is up now, the driver. Is you still be here? Ibuprofen. Okay, so the driver says, first discovered this song while playing Forza Horizon 4, which takes place in the UK. A great punk track to listen to while chasing into some historic sites in Edinburgh at 240 miles an hour while shouting, "For Anarchy!" Guys, the driver wants us to listen to Pennywise, Can't Be Ignored. Let's see if we can't ignore Pennywise here. Let's go. The driver, checking out the driver. Great punk backtracks, but the vocals are a little soft or laid back for me, you know? Even the clean tone, I thought I would expect a little bit more of a bite to it, but it's a great track. This is a killer driving track though, for sure, if it's for Forza. Bye, SB. Yeah, Tony Hawk vibes for sure, game-wise. This is cool.
And we don't know what we're fighting for. A foolish prize. The animals know what's in store. They have plenty enough, so beg for more. And we don't know what we're fighting
I like them dropping it into cut time.
A foolish prize, just can't ignore.
So you guys are saying, from what I understand, I'm watching the chat here, that there were a couple singers throughout the journey of Pennywise, perhaps. I don't know if that what you were saying there, Turnup, is maybe another singer by the name of Tim Curry at some point. The track was slamming. It definitely matched to Forza, or even for what Turnip said. Oh, you're kidding. Okay, I didn't know. I didn't know. That's why I asked. You know, you could just set the pins up. I'll bowl them down, guys. You know that. In this particular track, they did play around a little bit with the rhythms that I really enjoyed. To cut time, to kind of shifted it around a little bit, just like slight weirdness, tweaks in the rhythmical performance of the track. But I was a little like, for me, I thought that the vocals were just a little laid back and chill. I don't know why I was expecting a little bit more of a more robust power to match the power. But as far as a track for a game like Forza, I can see that. I can see this being like, you know, you're drifting and rah, 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 whatever you're doing. I don't know where in the city or whatever. I've never played Forza because I always had I tried it once, but I had a problem trying to pick my skins. I couldn't figure out my Forza skin. Forget it. Yeah. Oh, Curry played Pennywise in the okay, gotcha. Remove the other side of my brain, please. Ah, my goodness. Rotten Soundgarden, where are you? Hello. Rotten Soundgarden, are you still here? Guess what? You're up. What's up, Jeebs and the Knights Who Say the Cuddle? LLNN is a Danish band, and what is it? And Cite John Carpenter. That Cite John Carpenter, Vangelis, Kubrick, sci-fi, and horror as influences. They have been described as cinematic metal. I would like to also give thank to you, SB, because SB helped. Yes, I'm sorry, Brexter. I am so fired. So let's do this, guys. This is the artist. I don't know what this stands for, but LLNN, and the name of the song is Desecrator. All right, let's go. You just know this is gonna be gnarly. Wow. Is he saying, come and wash my socks? How much lower can these guitars get before their necks can't handle the tension? I'm in the band, man. I play the buttons. Drop T. I like this part of the riff. God, those guitar tones. Bruh. I just, for my when I'm listening to this, now they really stayed like on those zeros through the whole thing. So as far as delivering a, you know, throat punch of energy and angst and horror, as you had mentioned, that was like the influence, if you would, for the music. I can't for the life of me, like, I don't know the guitars, I don't know much about the design of guitars. I know enough just to get me in trouble, but if you buy a regular guitar and you change the tension, I wonder if that means you have to work the neck and change the neck as well, and the bend and all that sort of stuff, because that's almost like a release, right? So maybe the neck would arc that way. And so it's just such a unique tone, you know, and it's such a painful tone, you know? It's just so fucking painful. I mean, in the sense, I don't mean painful for me to listen to, like I can't stand it. It's just, it's so low, it's so visceral, it's so heavy. The vocal performance is just the same. Also, so freaking dark. Somebody had left a quick message, which was the growliness, the grittiness of the voice and stuff. If those musicians actually injure their throats, get nodes and stuff like that. And from what I understand, I've seen some vocal coaches who interview these people and stuff, is that there's a way to perform it where it's not being, you know, that kind of, you know, heaviness. You know what I'm talking about? And that kind of strain on the voice where you're going to get the nodes and stuff like that. So there's a technique in doing it. But it's mind-numbing on just how brutal that this particular sound is. You know, of course, I have no idea what the lyrics are, but geez, Soundgarden. You know what I mean? Just irk. Anyhow, let's go ahead and check. Let's see what else is up next here. Next up is Jappy. And we're going to listen to a track. Oh, I'm not going to be able to even get this. He also says, I have no idea how to pronounce this. So I'm not going to pronounce this. We're just going to go ahead and play it. And this is from Jappy. Let's do this to see what this is all about. Sounds like synthwave. digging the synthwave vibe here. Yeah, super vibey. Yeah, fully digging this. This is so chill. I just like the way that it's just setting the vibe and letting it glide. I like the drum loop that they use in this as well. Super, super chill. And it was such a, I like the whole synthwave. You know, I don't think I've ever heard a crappy synthwave track, because I think it's a particular style that really relies on a little bit more of a melodic arranging kind of vibe, even though they're using all synth sounds. A lot of them do bounce around with more of ethereal pad work and then a little ponging, if you would, of delays and stuff, so it keeps it very ambient. So yeah, that was super good. I was down for that. That's what I'm talking about. Next up, Penderblur. Penderblur is checking out. We're going to be doing, let me see, another great song from Siraph featuring Annabelle and Yoshimasa Teryu, who have requested separate and different projects of theirs. This song is another mind breaker, so buckle up. The rhythm pattern seems crazy at first, but it's actually beautiful in its simplicity. And in its simplicity, once you nail it down, and super jammy. Okay, let's go. Let's see what we got here. All right. Kind of almost seems like it would fit in the same Oh, we got dirt. Oh, what a trippy vibe on this. I love the guitar work on the left. And the bass. Ooh. That whole triplet vibe, you know. I'm loving this rhythm pattern. Ooh, the bass. Jesus. Tapping on. Ooh, the bass work on this. Jesus. So for me, you know, there was a constant tapping that was going on there, which is just, you know, it's just so amazing that these people could play and keep that time. It's so out of my reach as a musician. And so when I hear and I visualize the musicians playing that, I'm just in complete awe of that. But the rhythm of it was always kind of playing at each other. You know, the core kind of tease part of the rhythm was while it's but at the end of the day, the bass was absolutely crushing it. It was just wonderful. And I think to me the bass was the standout instrument in that. Vocals were really nice, obviously. But I just I kind of stopped listening to the tapping work because after you just establish that pattern, it just sounds like an arpeggiation. So whether the musicians are doing it this way or they're locked loaded on an arpeggiation, you know, after a while it gets to be, okay, that's cool. You know, let's get on to some of the other musicality aspect of it, and that's where, to me, I was really leaning into the bass. You know, yeah, the effect at the start was also really nice too. I guess maybe this, if I remember, Siraph is a band that actually specializes in the tapping. I don't know if that's like a Chan type or, you know, where they're a little more on the math rock, you know, leaning into the math rock genre, something like that. Anyhow, thank you, Hand and Blur. What do you mean? Well, so somewhat. What would you consider the genre, Hand and Blur? It kind of enlightened me a little bit while I ruminate. They do math rock with a bunch of... Oh, yeah, oh, without a doubt. There was different styles in math pop, maybe. Yeah, that's a good idea. But you know what I find out is that a lot of math musicians are extremely talented rhythmically. So they do arrangements. You know, if you're doing math, right? Math is arrangements. We know that, right? Because it's all about, you know, placement and rhythms and stuff like that. So math rock musicians have tendency to be very... heavy-handed yet delicate with dicking around with time. You know what I mean? For me to say. So, hang on for a second. Okay, next up. Let me see who's up right now. Mikkelsen. Mikhail, how are you? We're going right back into this here. So we're going to be checking out some Lordi again. And so how are you, Mikkel? So we're going back into some Lordi. A song from way back. This is a song from the unreleased album during 1996. Bend Over and Pray the Lord. The first actual release album was in 2002. Get Heavy. This is basically a proto-Lordi. I think Mr. Lordi was 22 when this song was recorded. Also, sorry for the bad quality since these are basically found records since they were never officially released. Oh, okay. Lordi trivia. The masks and the costumes of Lordi are always made by Mr. Lordi himself. A professional makeup artist and sculptor, Mr. Lordi has the skills to do it. Oh, there you go. Play all your hands, as we say. So from Mikkel, this is Lordi, and the name of the track is I Am The Leviathan. Let's go. Okay. Hey, Tall Matt, how are you? later, Kazzy. Take care. I like that. As a turnaround. Some old school, I know what we'll do in the solo. We'll try something tricky. This is trippy section. Matt, that's funny. Yeah, a little bit of a Jimmy Page solo there, but Turnip, yeah, that was, back in the day. I mean, there were things that we had through the 80s, like harmonizers and weird, tricky things that you can do, and mixing out and stuff like that. But the one thing that you kind of saved for that just one time that you would use, it would be like, I got an idea. Let's take the solo, and you take the pan pot, and you're just going, going back and forth and doing this, It wasn't something that was widely used, so because of it, when it was used, it did have that extra sense of like, ooh, they're doing some extra cool stuff by giving it to us back, back and left and right and back and left and right kind of a stuff. But yeah, I mean, the tune quality was because it's an older track from an older album. But I really kind of like the way it sounded, believe it or not. Even in its quality, even if it sounded like a bad compressed MP3 at 128. I just kind of like the way it sounded. And it's kind of cool to know that the Lordi Lord folks, Mr. Lordi makes the outfits himself. Like I say, cross-pollinating that creativity is what I'm talking about. Okay, guys, next up is from the Kebab Seller. The Kebab Seller, how are you, my friend? The request is, this is from a phone rhythm game. Have you guys ever heard of Deemo? Deemo? And the name of the song is Anima. So this is from our Kebab Seller. Everybody say hi to Bob Kebab. Let's go. What happened? Oh. Wow, this is from a cell phone game. So it's a cell phone rhythm game. So obviously you're doing things in rhythm, kind of like the guitar game. Yeah, I recognize the name. Turnip. Jeez. Beautiful, chaotic. But you play it on your cell phone, right? I take it you turn it in landscape and you're doing stuff, right? Jeez, listen to that. It's got that neoclassical vibe. I can't imagine doing it to the piano. I mean, the production dynamic sounds fantastic. I'm amazed that, I don't know, maybe I was expecting like 8-bit music for a cell phone game, but I don't know anything about cell phone games. But this is so well arranged. Carl, you're right about that. If Mozart played video games and he was asked to write music for a video game, this is what it would be. But I can't imagine what you're trying to play on top of piano parts. Da 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 da. Bob Seller, this was crazy. I had no idea. I've heard of video games on cell phones. There are no two ways about it, but I have not seriously. Just goes to show you how disconnected I am. The idea of a video game on the cell phone is I used to play that game on one of my phones where you pull the slingshot back with the bird and you shoot the bird and it collapses things. I forgot what it was called. I thought, oh, well, that's kind of cool. And I kind of like the music on it, but I never like put headsets in to listen to Angry Birds. Yeah, that was it. I never put headsets in to like listen to the music like this. So this is apparently, like you say, it's a rhythm game, but where I'm a little kind of, if it's a rhythm game that you're playing to, like the Guitar Hero thingy, what was being played to it? The piano or the melody? Because I can't imagine if it was the piano going, because how many fingers would you actually have unless you're laying the phone down? I don't know. Somebody help me with that. Brexter, I notice you're in the house here. You just happen to be up. I've been wanting to toss this at you for quite a while, but it's been hard to find them together. Are live versions of the band. Versions of But Never Chained. I don't know. I must be misreading that or something. So this is a Charlie Daniels and Company. The devil went down and came back to Georgia. Let's go. Was this in the Waterboy?
The devil went down to Georgia. He was looking for a soul to steal. He was in a
I think this was actually a source cue in the Waterboy.
When he came across this young man sawing on a fiddle and playing it hot, and the devil jumped up on a hickory stump and said, "Boy, let me tell you what. I guess you didn't know it, but I'm a fiddle player too. And if you'd care to take a dare, I'll make a bet with you. Now you played pretty good fiddle, boy, but give the devil his due. I bet a fiddle of gold against your soul, cause I think I'm better than you." The boy said, "My name's Johnny, and it might be a sin, but I'll take your bet and you're gonna regret, cause I'm the best as ever been. Johnny, rosin up your bow and play your fiddle hard, cause hell's broke loose in Georgia and the devil deals the cards. And if you win, you get this shiny fiddle, let him go. But if you lose, the devil gets your soul." The devil opened up his case and he said, "I'll start this show." And fire flew from his fingertips as he rosined up his bow. And he pulled the bow across the strings and it made an evil hiss. And then a band of demons joined in and it sounded something like this.
What was that? Was that the bass driven out? Or is that an overduring clav? Dun, 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 dun.
When the devil finished, Johnny said, "Well, you're pretty good, old son, but sit down in that chair right there and let me show you how it's done. Fire on the mountain, run, boys, run. The devil's in the house of the rising sun. Chicken in the bread pan, picking out dough. Granny, does your dog bite? No child, no." The devil bowed his head.
This
because
is
he
really
knew
a
he'd
great
been
track,
beat.
man,
And he
storytelling
laid that
wise
golden
especially.
fiddle on the ground at Johnny's feet. Johnny said, "Devil, just come on back if you ever want to try again. Cause I told you once, you son of a gun, I'm the best as ever been." He played "Fire on the Mountain, Run, Boys, Run." Devil's in the house of the rising sun. The chicken in the bread pan, picking out dough. Granny, where your dog bite, no child, no.
Dum 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 dum. Guess that's that. Man, that was. Oh, is it part 1 and 2? Oh, we'll just keep going. Let's see what the other one sounds like. Is this like the instrumental? It almost sounded like the tone got a little different though.
Been 10 long years since the devil laid his fiddle at Johnny's feet.
Oh, it's a
and it
rock
burned
version.
Inside his mind the way he suffered that defeat. In the darkest pits of hell, the devil hatched an evil plan to tempt the fiddle player, for he's just a mortal man. The sin of pride, the devil cried, is what will do you in.
Oh, the devil
I thought
came
we
back.
had
Oh,
this
okay.
settled. I'm the best it's ever been.
Johnny, did you ever know the time keeps marching on?
Is that Johnny Cash, Park?
The one comes just before the dawn. The devil's back in Georgia. Will you stand up to the test, or will you let the devil be the best?
Truth is, I haven't played much since the baby came in June. But give me half a minute and I'll get this fiddle back in tune.
The devil grabbed the golden fiddle out of Johnny's hand and said,
Boy, I'm the fiddle player underground, but now walk upon the land. Y'all better just be turning back if you want this boy to win.
Cause practice is the only cure for the predicament he's in.
Now, devil, it would be a sin for you to get my bow, so you go on back to hell to the woodshed. I will go.
You know who's cranking through this whole thing too? Listen, the drummers kept that same kind of, you know.
Johnny Arc gets for your hands grow cold. The devil walks the land and plays a fiddle made of gold. Can you hear the babe a crying? Will he ever know? The devil wants his daddy's very soul.
So I know this is considered the rock version. It's not really rocky, but I noticed they did emphasize a little bit more of the dirt with it. If that's what you're talking about, you know, being part 2.
Before we play, I want to thank you for letting God's own word ring true. He said you can't be trusted.
Yeah, so what you gonna do?
Yeah.
Well, you get your fiddle, devil, if you think that you can win. Cause I beat you once, you old dog, now I can whip
Oh,
your
it's just the
butt
second
again.
part. Okay.
John Brown's dream, the devil is red. My little baby loves shortland bread.
Oh, okay, Park. Thank you.
Devil's dream is that he can win. But Johnny is the best that's ever been.
Ooh, what a riff there. Holy shit. Ooh. Wow. Was that the most unspoken realist violin shred ever? I've heard violinists play that fast, but in the capacity of, you know, the country bluegrass kind of thing, I've heard fiddle, I guess they like to be referred to, are incredibly talented, and they play the instrument in a very unique way that suits that. But my goodness, that was some epic freaking shred. Fiddle shred, fiddly-doo, fiddly-duh. Oshawa. Okay, next up is we got ourselves, let me see, who else do we got here? We still got a few here going on here. Next up is Derp Cat Dog. Derpy Cat Dog. Derpy Cat Dog would like us to check out. Hey, Jeeves, good afternoon. Happy Friday. This band is from Botswana, Africa, and they have almost Peace of Mind era Iron Maiden sound to them. All right. I'm looking forward to hearing that. This is called Skinflint. The name of the song is Mask of Death. All right. I like how the kick sounds like someone's punching cabbage, and the snare's really nice and fat with a big room, with a medium room sound. I look at this log. I know, right? Isn't it real, like...
Your flesh and bones become as whole.
Almost like it's at 55. There's a nice little pop in the tone there on the bass. 5500.
The death of your ancestors. The torment consumes your being.
Got that nice little monotone, that old school sound of, you know, traditional classic rock.
The mask of the dead. The mask of the dead. The mask of the dead. 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 The mask of the dead.
Is the drummer a lefty playing a right-hand setup? Bravo for these guys, Skinflint. There was just something about it. I thought, you know, at first I was listening to it and I was going, there's just something about it that feels really, really raw, garage recorded kind of vibe there. And then when you guys started, you know, some of the influences that you felt that you guys were hearing, you said, oh yeah, I'm feeling that. I didn't know what to make of it. Yes, I was kind of focusing in a little bit about the tone of the bass, having that little kind of nasally boost at about 55K in the tone. I mean, 5500. Excuse me. And I liked his voice. A little back in the mix. The bass really took up a lot of that, a lot of the fortitude, if you would, of keeping everything locked in. You know, there was a little bit of the gallop style that was going in there. But the drummer, I don't know why it caught me that way, but I did look and I said, huh. I was like, how is she, how she's playing? I go, oh, maybe she's a lefty playing a right-hand setup. So I thought that was unique. Doesn't matter. Truly, she did a great job. That snare sound was really old school, you know, as if they used like a, I don't know, maybe like an SM57 for the snare or something and didn't do any compressing or anything. But I thought the track was great. I thought it was, what's the word I'm looking for? Like I said, very backyard rock kind of vibe to it, is what I'm saying. Okay, next up is, let's see, we are going to be listening to Great Sage Sun. Great Sage Sun wants us to listen to Des Rocs or Des Rocs, D-E-S-R-O-C-S. Name of the track is I'm Used to the Darkness. All right. Yeah, it was a great listen, Derp.
I've made a mistake. The road struck me down. Caught in a landslide. Lost off the ground.
What an incendiary sound on that guitar.
Swing open loud. Come close to midnight. Hell fed me down. And if my eyes got used to the darkness, and everyone
That bass player looks like Dave Grohl. I don't know. Is it me?
was lost and so unforgotten of the you. Now would you play me if I used to knife? Would you take my hand and take it away? I'm too damn young to give up on the light. I'm used to the darkness. I'm used to the darkness. Well, I'm a good man. I'm only flexible. You can bring me back on everything I done. And now there's no one else left to love. I'm used to the darkness. I'm used to the darkness. Yeah, it's all around the girls. Have come at last. One face to earth fade.
I like the tone of his voice. He's got a unique performance. He's like tone. I don't know if that's his through and through performance on album stuff or if this is more of a live vibe, but
Everyone I knew was lost and so long forgotten of you. Now would you pray if I took tonight? Oh, come on, yeah, would you take my hand and take a look? I'm too damn young to give up on the light. I'm used to the darkness. I'm used to the darkness. Yeah, I'm just a man. I'm only flexible. Can't believe back on everything I done. And now there's no one else left to love. I'm used to the darkness. I'm used to the darkness. Why get used to the darkness too? Why get used to the darkness you? Why get used to the darkness too? Yes, I did. Sing along, come on. Yeah. Beautiful. Well, I'm too damn young to give up on the light. It's to the darkness. I'm used to the darkness. Yeah, I'm a good man. I'm only flexible. We can believe back on everything I done. And now there's no one else left to love. I'm used to the darkness. I'm used to the. I'm used to
is this like a three-piece band? I'm wondering, I haven't seen another guitar player handle it. If these guys are a three-piece, they had a fat-ass sound, man. It sounded huge. This guy's a great entertainer as well. Yeah, I guess so, isn't it? Let me take a quick look. Yeah, I guess it's just the drummer, guitar player, and the bass player. Jeez, those are that sound that he had on the guitar just really cut it through a lot, gave a lot of wide, fat support to the tone that we were hearing. Of course, we were hearing live tone out of a board or something that's probably being, maybe mixed out a little bit. But as far as the track's concerned, kind of love that straight up vibe. Stuck really close to, you know, some very predictable pattern in it, so it made it easy to just groove to without me like having to listen to try to decipher. This was a perfect track for me where I'm at right now in my head to listen to that track, because it didn't make me think too much. It allowed me to sink into the track and just get into it. So that was a good call. Thank you so much, man. Next up, who's coming around the corner when she comes? Hardcore. How are you, Hardcore? You're up next. Those are two versions of the song that I combined in the first request. First plays in the main game. Second is a remix done by a different composer. It plays in the alternative version of the same level. He is talking about the next track we're going to be doing from the game Celeste. And the name of this song is this White and Falling Mirror Temple. Let's see what this is. You know I do love Lena Raine. I think this is going to be her. Yes, it is. Love it. Has a sonata vibe. I wonder if this is the actual gameplay area where this music plays. Very somber, very thought-provoking. Melancholy. Wow, that's really neat. What a unique little texture with there with that. Do-do-dit, do-do-dit. I just caught that, Brexter. God, I loved playing Abzu, boy. That was a great game. Is this a remix of something? Oh, I see. We listened to the first half was the original, and then this is a remix. For a bonus level. Oh, I see. Yes, I did, Skeleton. Are you talking about Sword of the Sea? I did see that. I'm excited to release it because then maybe I'll do that interview with Austin Wintory. Sneaky little notation there. Bom, bom, bom. Yeah, but this is a lot. This version's a lot sexier, a lot, you know, kind of like Secret Agent seductive kind of, you know, sleeky, sexy kind of vibes. Yeah. Funky note there. I don't know why that caught me. Did anybody else's hair on the neck go up? Go. Ree? You know, it's that whole sexy baby, you know what I mean? Is that it? That was fun. That was a great track. I like the first one. There was two totally separate, you know, styles of arrangement. This one was a little more sleekier and sexier. You know, I dug that. But the first one was really nice. And that there was that last section of the first one that had that really pretty odd kind of musical sound in it, if you would, that sounded like you were underwater. Never heard anything quite like that. That kind of sound. She's just a phenomenal arranger. I think it was about 2 months ago once I was just dinking around on Spotify and I found her playlist and I just played it through and it was just such a great listen. And a great vibe. It turned my whole place into a very super chill kind of vibey thingy. So, Jerdman. Uh-oh, guys, we're going to be doing some Halo Combat Evolved. Hey, Jeeves, this is my favorite track from the original Halo. The sound was composed by Marty O'Donnell and Michael Salvatore. Also, fun fact, the chanting was done by Marty himself. Yes, and I don't know if you know this, but I actually did an interview with Marty, and it's on my RP Jeeves channel. Had a great time with him. We're laughing our ass off. A couple of old farts just talking about. We have very similar kind of career paths. It's kind of funny. I love this track. I know of it. I am so excited to listen to it with you because I think it's an incredible track and nostalgic for me too. I stopped playing video games like after, seriously, Mario Brothers. What was that? The guy bouncing around and hitting the mushrooms and stuff like that. After that, I just got too busy. And then everybody was screaming about this game, Halo, and I went, okay. And a friend of mine bought the Xbox thing for his daughter that didn't really like it and just said, hey, you want this? I'm not doing anything with it. And it had Halo on it. And I was like, what is this? And then I fell in love with the music instantly. I would just let the thing run sometimes just so I can hear the music loop. I don't know if any of you guys ever do that with your video games, but I did. Here we go. Is that the link to the interview, Turnip? Oh, thank you, Turnip. Jerdman, right there, Turnip put in the link that I did that interview with Marty O'Donnell, right there. Oh my God, I'm slipping into nostalgia. Here we go. But that synth reminds me of the Korg. And there's also a colliding bass sequence with the bass line every now and then that I think is very unique. Or it's because of the delay on the bass. Such a classic, jeez. But when was this track running? Is this a menu? It's in-game. What mission though? I'm trying to remember. Cartographer? Those voices that Marty and Michael put in through their arrangements are so legendary to the nostalgia, yeah? One of the snow ones. Oh, maybe driving down. Remember. wondered if that voice back there was like Swahili or something. Yes, I know Steve Vai did that. As a matter of fact, I think we actually listened to that track, as a matter of fact, what, about 2 weeks ago, Retro Gamer? And I thought it was a great marriage of talent. I just had this one little slight opinion about that particular track where the guitar was mixed in an odd way, just for my own personal. It's all. This was just my own personal thing as an engineer. I'd be going, but I thought that was a great merging of creativity. This track, obviously, super nostalgic, and in my head, you know, when you're saying that it's in a snowy area, I only remember 2 snowy areas, but my brain is really snowy after, what are we, almost 20 years after Halo? I forgot when Halo came out, but so I can't quite remember. But I definitely had some of the best times of my video game enjoyment playing Halo and getting into Reach as well. So that was a good call. That took me back into nostalgia. Hello. 2001. Oh my gosh. 2001. Well, I think I may have gotten it in 2002-ish, somewhere like that, only because remember it was a gift that was given to me that was already bought for somebody, so that, because otherwise I didn't have any video games in my studio at the time. But then when I dropped it in there, I'd sit there, I'd start writing music, and then I'd look at the Xbox, I'd go, oh, forget it. You know, blow up all the stuffs and the little creepy things that would come out and gnaw at you. I forgot what are the name of those little things that would come out. The big thing would walk and it would explode, and all the little guys come out and they come at you. That's all I know about them. The Flood, yes. Okay, the next one's coming up from Thieves. I only got 2 more and then I'm out of here. The next one is Thieves. The name of this band is The Fall of Troy. The name of the song is Mouths Like Sidewinder Missiles. All right, here we go. Hi, Thieves, how are you? Oh, are we doing some math rock here? Nope. I'm loving this. Ooh. I like that dissonance in the chord shift.
All this time alone, I cannot go home. Artificial friend, you reap what you sow. Yes, it was a little something else. Why now did you lose it all? It's too fucked up anyway. I don't understand what you say. All this time you've known such condescending tones. Taste the tears of men. Did it make you feel better? Yes, it was a little something else. Why now did you lose it all? It's too fucked up anyway. I don't understand what you say.
Oh, this is unique. See a little phasing? I mean, a little shifting of the... Wow, these guys put in a lot of thinking into production on this. Dig that. God, you guys are talented. Real musical. Great track, powerful energy. I love the engineering of the kit. The guitar work was extraordinary, super melodic and stuff like that. That's why I thought it was kind of, you know, maybe a little bit of a math rock vibe. But I love the guitar tones. I always, one of the things that I'm learning about these kinds of musicians is where you give take in your tone, if you would, in order to execute in the cleanest way possible a lot of movement that's happening there. I've not been a good guitar player in the sense that I either turn it on distortion or I don't, you know, because my kind of guitar work through my career has always been, oh, I just got to add crunch over here, or I got to do a quick lead. So I've never been like a tone guy. You know, maybe roll this off, maybe roll off the volume at the pot right here, like at about, you know, 70% and stuff like that. So I've never been good at that. Only in the last few years have I relied on the plugins to kind of like, oh, I'll call this up and see what that sounds like. Oh, okay, that gives me a better vibe. But I know the kind of work that these guys put into getting these tones, and I fully appreciate it. This was a great listen, man. Thank you. Next up, I am Daxify. You are up. The message is, like your streams, dude. Thank you very much. I sent you a song. Hope you get the time to check it out today. We're doing it. I don't know if you're here, but we're doing it. After this, I got one more, and I gotta go. So let me see. Would love to hear your thought on this. One of my favorite childhood games. Okay. Have we ever done anything from this, guys? Ratchet and Clank. Ratchet and Clank 3. Is it? Ratchet and Clank 3. And this was called Metropolis. I don't know if you've ever done anything from that game. Here we go. Ratchet and Clank, not Rapture. Brah. Giving me a little sense of an Oingo Boingo vibe there. Danny Elfman, yeah? I think because of the uniqueness of the rest of the arrangements too. I like the horns. Ooh, a little bit of Mission Impossible. I'm gonna call up Lalo right now. Lalo, your influence is going miles away. What's happening here, guys? For those of you who know the game, it almost seems like there's like a bunch of little things that are probably happening. Like you're going over and doing this, and stay away from that because it'll blow up or something like that. It's got that kind of vibe to it. Yes, I see retro here. 13 minutes long. I hope I can get to it. If I can't, you'll be the first one that opens up the next stream. I like a whack, whack, whack. Oh, so it is running and gunning. It seems like it would be that kind of thing. You know? Collecting nuts and bolts and ammo. How old is this game? Very spy motif, for sure. Oh, 2004, all right. Sounds like we're looping now. Yeah. That descending little horny. I know, right? God, how many composers has Lalo Schifrin influenced? Uh-oh, I'm stimming everybody. Looks like it's going to swing around and do another loop here. But I think this is going to be the end of it. Fun track. The percussiveness of it. I mean, even though I don't know what the game is, and I did take a hard look at the thumbnail and realize it was some kind of mechanical fun bouncing around stuff. But yeah, it makes sense. Like you're collecting things and doing a bunch of stuff. It's keeping you very agitated. Push forward, push forward, push forward. But not gnarly enough percussively to maybe just be an irritant in your head. I have listened to enough music where I realize that there are some people who say, there's only after a while I can't listen to it. I got to turn it off, or I pull another track into it. You know, not this one, but at times when you're playing a segment in a game, the particular piece of music plays over and over again, and that you just go, I just don't like the music. I get to turn off the music, and I'm just going to blow up. Keep battling this until you get there. This one didn't have a lot of percussive thumping going in there, so it wasn't robbing my ear hole of anything, you know what I mean? So I thought it was fun, Oh, Rotten Soundgarden, I wasn't friends with Lalo. I knew Lalo was my father. They were music conservatory schoolmate buddies. And then when they grew up and they graduated together and they kept on going from Argentina to New York doing shows. And then one day he met Dizzy Gillespie, Lalo, and then my dad was the only one who was allowed to drive, so he drove Lalo to the club where Dizzy was playing, and then Dizzy knew that he was looking for him to give him an original piece, and then that relationship happened with Dizzy Gillespie and stuff. But then what happened was Lalo turned my dad onto a musician called Xavier Cugat. So my dad was Xavier's conductor, and then Xavier was married to a lady named Abby Lane, who was a famous entertainer in the Vegas days. And then Xavier and Abby got a divorce, and then instead of my dad working for Xavier, my Xavier said to my dad, listen, I trust you to take care of Abby, go with Abby and be her conductor. And then that's my dad's trajectory through the Las Vegas scene. Perry Como, Jimmy Rogers, Vicky Carr, and that whole thing. But it all started with Lalo. On the other hand, Lalo did what he did, and he did all his movies, and then whenever he would get a little overwhelmed, he'd call my dad to do a little help, if you would. And so tons of great stories out of that one. So, yes, What's next? 1999 to 999. And then after this, I think I'll be able to do yours, Retro. So I just have to be out of here by a certain time. So hopefully I'll be able to nick this if this track is not too long. This is from the game GTA 4. This is the main theme. Really cool blend of genres. Classical with instrumental hip-hop, some techno. Captures the harsh urban crime vibe so well. So this is GTA 4. The name of the track is Soviet Connection. Do you guys know that from GTA 4? If not, we're going to do it now. Ooh. That caught me off guard. Ooh, I'm liking this. That bass. Oh, really? That is an Eastern European. It sounds like it makes sense. It would make sense in the music. Jeez, that bass line, the way he writes it. Kind of menacing, yeah? I love that old TR-808 clap. Menacing and lagging. So the bass and the traps and everything is on there, but the has a little bit of a Snoop Dogg lag to it. Very hypnotic. So whatever's happening in the game, I'm sure this is keeping you kind of with your head on a swivel, because that's the vibe, right? Whoa. Not too. So that accounts for those other little instruments coming in that sound a little more Eastern Bloc. I'm just really down on that bass line. $1 billion? Jeez, gamer. If you're spending your life stacking zeros, that would be the business to get into, I guess, huh? And play roulette and play slot machines on that. That's incredible. That was a trippy piece, man. And, you know, because I know nothing of the game and you guys were just explaining it to me that apparently the individual that's in the game under this song, I guess was the Eastern European, I don't know, character. So without a doubt, the tone and the arrangements of it really matched that kind of vibe and that style, kind of Eastern Bloc kind of thing going on there. I was just enamored by the bass line because to me that was the whole, you know, a thing that gave it kind of what I think it used to be called a double step or a two-step kind of vibe. You know, that thing, the bass line and the claps of that TR-808 thing. But when some of the orchestral instruments came in, there's that kind of what I call orc lag, you know, because of the bowing of it, whether it's, you know, hey, look, even if it's live string players to get it right on there, that's a bit of work unless you have another instrument assigned on top of it that's going to emphasize a little bit more of the punchiness of the attack. But I like that layback. That's why whenever you hear me talk about strings that might be going over things that are very tightly quantized, and I always say, yeah, those strings have that Snoop Doggy thing. You know, because to me, when I listen to the cadence of Snoop Dogg, he's always just a little bit behind that thing of it, it's, you know, that kind of a thing. So, all right, I got time, Retro Gamer. We're going to do yours, and then I'm out of here. But this one's about 13 minutes and change. But it is another video game, guys. So, Retro Gamer, he did actually put it in the form. He just forgot to fill it out. So, we're going to honor you, Retro Gamer, and we're going to do your track, and then I do have to bail. This is a Metal Gear Solid 4 final boss fight. The composer is Harry Gregson Williams. In my opinion, the most epic and emotional game composer of all time. His music is on par with movie soundtracks. Listen to the whole track. Okay, let's go. Alrighty, here we go. Oh, good. I get it with sound design.
Show me what you've got, Snake.
Ooh, this has got a little, that's a nice little Swahili style rhythm right there. Oh, the guy tore his rotator cuff. I know how that feels. So you know what's unique about this? If you notice, all of the punches and all of the impacts have a higher tone to them. So the composer's concentrating on darker bottom end percussive arrangements. Huh. Oh shit, ouch. I know it's a video game, but that hurt me. Ow. Shit. very unique music approach here. It almost feels like it's the never-ending battle. That's why the music is just kind of this. Skippy, I just read your comment. Jesus. But they each got their own juice sticks. Wow, what a trip, this game. Ah, that's 1AM and Patty? Oh no. Love this here. This is the rebuild moment. I'm sure probably the music's probably going to build in really hot now. See? Told you. Is this, Retro Gamer, is this video that somebody is actually playing and this music's actually behind it, right? So is that the motif? Da 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 da. Oh, I see. Bruh. You know, one thing that's a constant through all the music here is there's always that agitated string arrangement that's keeping the pulses. Dun, 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 dun. They're just changing in the different, you know, scenes. That and the storm drums are always in there. Boom, 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 boom. This is really great to actually see scene with sound design and music. And the arranger kept, the composer kept the arrangements kind of wide open. So there's a lot of complexity going on there, except for doing the one thing that it needs to do, and that's to keep you driving, moving forward, keep going, you know, that kind of war motivation thing. But the other thing that's always going is percussion. Anything, something's going. Take this. Sapyafaka. Oh, that guy's got a forehead of steel. How many times did he get banged up against that? Am I right? Are these brothers fighting? Or maybe they used to be on the same side at one point and something happened. It's complicated. Okay. Some vocals.
Darkness and silence through the night.
I'm trying to get the rhythmical vibe of this track, but all the sound design is throwing me off. Oh, it is. Oh, I see.
But you're so supreme. I give my life, not for honor, but for you.
Yeah, this has got those James Bond vibes, but it also seems like this is probably the last track, maybe, of this sequence. Like it'll fade into the credits or something.
On a tree frog, the trial to survive.
It's got that, Stallone Eye of the Tiger ending kind of, That horn. That reminded me of a little bit like a Shaft. Remember that song, Shaft? What the? This is almost like they're both losing their strength.
It's not over yet.
Getting there. Almost feeling like this is when the Hound and his brother are like down to the last, Is it safe to say? Almost as if they both go over the thingy at the same time or something. pretty good.
You're pretty good. Pretty good.
So, you think you know Kung Fu? Bruh. Got me going through that whole thing. I was watching it like it was a full drama unraveling in front of me. I was like, wow, that's crazy. So, but I take it though, in gameplay, you are playing the game and you're one of the other guys, right? But in this gameplay, can two people play and you're fighting each other? Okay, that's just the game question. But as far as the piece of music was concerned, or the sections of music was concerned, through that whole thing, was I loved each one of the changes and the choices. I love the vocal track. It did have definitely the Goldfinger, James Bond vibe in there. As I'd mentioned before, you know, a lot of the tracks have had percussive arrangements, albeit whether they're percussive in the way the strings are being arranged, just to keep that energy bouncing and moving. They had the taiko drums or the storm drums. The second one had more storm drums. The first one actually had a little bit more of an EDM-y kind of sound design, a lot more high-end. But I did notice when I'm listening to it, and I've talked to you guys about this before, on times when we listen to music here without gameplay or anything, we're just listening to the music. And sometimes people go, wow, I never heard that at the game. It's because of all that extra sound design that goes up there. But at times, the composer will know what the sound design is going to focus on frequency-wise. So the composer might compose with instruments or emphasized arrangements that don't compete with that tone. So they stick out. So this composer seemed to have done that. So, yeah. Anyhow, guys, I'm done. Thank you so much. I'm a few minutes late, but that's okay. They haven't texted me yet, so I'm out of here. Happy Aloha Friday to everybody. To the mods that are left, and you're just lurking in the background, I don't know who's left, but whoever you are, thank you very much. Maybe it's 1 a.m. I know that Double A's not around. I know that Snake's already asleep. I know that Turnip had to bail, and so did SB. So for those of you that were hanging out and watching over, super mahalo. Have a great weekend. I have a very long week ahead of me. But I do have a redeem to do, so maybe on Monday, keep an eye on Twitch here, because Monday we're supposed to do Turnip and his redeem, and then on Thursday we're going to be doing SB's redeem. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Thank you all so much. Patty Cake, Sturdman, Retro Gamer, Rotten Soundgarden, Ginger, Brexter, Skippy, that was a fun hang. Yesterday. Baja Smancer, Mandrix, Mikhail, Lisa, thank you so much. Crossface Buffalo, 92 miles power. Let me see who else up there. Who else up here? Not many folks. Mandrix hanging out still, and let me see who else. Whoever else is just hanging out back there, and even if you're lurking, thank you for just hanging out and enjoying everything. I had a great time today, and I'm going to get out of here because I got to hurry up and just change into my pants and be ready to fly out the door. Thank you guys so much. Remember, I'm going to edit these videos out in the next couple days, pop it up on that YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much. Fingers on the right.